Hey folks, it is Saturday night, right?
Yep, Saturday
Right,
night.
Saturday night. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. So we've got Johnny Small Pepper's request on the dinner table tonight, which is pulled pork spaghetti. So,
Yum.
and since spaghetti is on the menu, of course I'm going to be making the pasta. I mean, I just wouldn't have it any other way. I didn't pull out my pasta maker yet, but I will. Want to get some apple fritters that we're making for dessert out of the way first. So, apple fritters won this week. So,
Sounds good.
yeah, sounds good. Got anybody in the room tonight so far?
Natalie's here on her lunch break.
Natalie, good evening on your lunch break.
John's here.
John?
Ronald.
Ronald, good evening, good evening, good evening.
And Johnny said that he'll be working and he'll be in and out. So thanks so much for this and have a great day, bud.
Okay, well, hopefully he'll pop in and say hi. I understand how things are. I mean, it is Saturday night. It's the spring. Things are starting to warm up. Things are starting to, happen outside. People are doing activities, spring projects, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, Saturdays are probably going to slow down for old guy and maybe pick up for you folks. Go out, have something better to do than hang out with old guy on a Saturday night. Pulled pork pizza. Not pulled pork pizza, pulled pork spaghetti. And apple fritters for dessert. And I suppose I'm just going to start with getting the apple fritters. If not going, at least the batter mixed up. So let me get started with that stuff. I like when I work with apples like this, I like to use different kinds if I can, especially when I'm making apple pie. I like to use 5 different varieties of apples. So I got 2 different ones for the fritters here. I got a delicious, I think a red delicious, and a Granny Smith. No, sorry, Honey Crisp.
Yes.
Is what that
I was
is.
going to say, I don't think it's
Honey Crisp. Honey Crisp. So.
John's having a homemade brisket chili.
Homemade brisket chili. Cool. Well, I guess we're both having the barbecue end of the spectrum tonight. I talked to my brother Doug earlier today. By the way, hi Doug. Hi Shar. They are having French dip tonight. My favorite sandwich and a salad. So yum. I'm a little jealous. But I do have another tri-tip in the freezer, so I can do something about that.
Lisa's here.
Lisa, good evening.
She says, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I hope you had a good week. In fact, I hope you all had a good week. And continue with John's example and let us know what you're having for dinner. Pulled pork spaghetti here. Let's get this apple peel. Oh, come on. This is kind of the slow way to do it, but I haven't made a long apple peel in a long time, so I'll quit monkeying around. Just get to it. So things are starting to happen here. Spring projects, yay! My roof extension. Things are not what you expect in these 100 and some rear houses. But I'll make it work. It'll It'll provide some extra shade for the house, and it will also keep all the snow off of my sidewalk in the winter instead of right on it. So that's the first project. Then I got a leaky roof in my patio that I gotta fix. You know, good old spring projects.
Yeah.
Whoop. Did you see that apple
I
jump?
did, I seen it.
Doesn't like getting peeled, but that's just tough luck.
That was Chumley, John. You wondered who was lapping up the water. And Lisa had potluck soup.
Potluck soup?
Yep.
Cool. Just whatever you got in it, huh? Unless there's actual, you know, ingredients that goes into a potluck soup other than, you know, maybe water. Other than that, you put in whatever. Right? Wrong? I don't know. Not familiar with the term potluck soup. That's not a bad thing. All right. Give these a cut. Just gotta give them a nice little dicing. Definitely want to get the core. You know, that crunchy part. Alright. Apple fritters. That's not something I've made in like forever. But I got some neighbors I can share with this pulled pork spaghetti. We're going to share some with our next door neighbor. And the actual pork itself, the pork shoulder that I got going, we're gonna make sure that some neighbors down the road have some to, you know, kind of for their dinner tonight. We like to share, and there's no way we'll eat it all. So.
No.
All right.
John said that he's having ice cream cake for dessert.
Yum. What kind of cake is it? Chocolate? Ice cream cake? Chocolate ice cream? Chocolate cake? Vanilla ice cream? Strawberry ice cream? Peanut butter ice cream? And a chocolate cake?
That would be good.
That would be really good. Let's get, slice these up. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting apples, you know. I've never, ever cut apples. This is my first time. I hope I'm doing okay. Does that look okay? Does
Yep.
that look okay?
It does.
Alright. Can you guys hear the hummingbird? Oh, it stopped now. They're starting to gather. It's that time of the year.
Yay.
Yeah. Fritter. Okay. It's not going to take a terrible long time, I don't think, to get the rest of dinner together. Since the meat is already cooked, it's just going to be a matter of making out the pasta. You know. I should get the pasta dough made after I get this batter together, and then
Yeah.
while it's doing its thing, resting, I can start frying some of these up. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Had some pretty cold days over the last week. it's definitely springtime here. Snow and freezing cold one day. 65, 70 degrees the next day.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen in one day where it went from snowing cold, 3 inches of snow on the ground in the morning, and then 70 degrees in the afternoon. That's what it's like here. Brother Doug knows this. Alright. Boy, I've almost got one whole apple done. It did say to use 2 apples, didn't it? I guess I don't know.
Did I not write it down?
Well, I don't know. I guess I better look. We got some notes here just to make sure I'm not goofing up too bad here. No, all you put was apples.
Well, that's probably what it said, 2 apples. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, we're just gonna double check on something before I put more apple than the batch requires. We'll see. Fritters a la apple. Alright, I've got to look down when I'm doing this, guys. I don't want to be cutting the end of my fingers off. I already smacked my thumb pretty good today, so. Don't you hate it when you do that? First day of your spring project and you catch yourself a nice minor little injury.
2 large apples.
2 large apples, okay. Then we are on the right track. Awesome. More apple. Okay, that's one of them. One more. Looking forward to the barbecue season. I've got the materials in my garage to create a new smoker. I'll call it a door, but it's more of a plug. The one that I had on there, it got dropped a couple of times last summer, and it cracked pretty bad. And then the winter wasn't kind to it, so I just need to make a new one. Did you see it?
I did. It jumped.
Jumped. Somehow Colorado has jumping apples. Okay. Poink. Back to the slice and dice here. Apple frittata.
You see a slice?
You bet. Ooh. I just had a thought. And you know what happens when I start thinking. But what if what goes good with apple? Can you think of what? Caramel is one thing that goes with apple, but I'm thinking something a little more something on the savory side.
Mm.
What would you think that would be? Bacon. I'm thinking if there was bacon involved in this fritter somehow. How could it possibly make it worse? Maybe I'll fry some bacon up and just use it to sprinkle on the top.
Yeah. Ralph's there.
Candied a little bacon. Hey, Ralph.
Just a quick check-in, say hi if he'll be leaving, or he'll be heading to an event shortly.
Ah, okay. Well, thanks for stopping in and at least saying hello, taking a minute to say hi to the old guy. A little bit of fun news. Those of you who do or do not know or have seen the shorts or maybe not, there's a new Georgian Pudgy episode. If you have not seen or heard the first Georgian Pudgy, just look in my videos and you'll find it. Just search Georgian Pudgy. And there's a new episode coming out. We have been in rehearsals. And Arthur, who is also plays a few roles in the Georgian Pudgy, he is active in the local movie theater. And is kind of hosting some shows over the summer. So he invited me to make a little promo for the Georgian Pudgy show coming up, which is going to be a live stream, by the way. So I thought that was pretty cool. Old guys, face up on the big movie screen. I never thought I'd see it. There's probably a lot of people who wish they hadn't.
Disposable Cinemas here.
Disposable!
Hey Tom, Olivia and I are watching and making some dinner ourselves.
Cool.
Chicken pot pie tonight.
Nice. Yeah, I was just talking about you, Arthur.
He says hooray for more Judge and Pudgy.
Exactly. I was just telling folks about you doing stuff at the theater, and I'm offered to run a trailer there. So, yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for popping in and hanging out.
Ralph said apple and onion could be a good mix.
Apple and onion, yeah, would be good. Not necessarily for dessert. Apple and onion,
Yeah.
Apple and onion chutney. You bet.
Bacon's, or Lisa says yes, bacon is good with all kinds of food.
You're absolutely right. Bacon ice cream is good. Bacon wrapped Snickles are good.
Mm.
All right, last bit of this apple, and then I can get to the rest of this. Doink, doink. Okay. One more little middle of the apple. It's good apples. Okay. Let me get this stuff out of the way. And we'll proceed. Proceed. Okay.
Everybody check out Arthur's channel, the Disposable Cinema.
Yep. If you have not already,
Yeah.
please, just kind of hightail it on over. Can you find a link for it?
I might be able to.
We'll see if Ms. Little Guy can get a link up. Okay. So, what I want to do here. Yep. Gonna throw in some eggs. And a little flour and some sugar. Let's see here. What did it say? Know what this is? Nope, that's a half a cup. You gotta put in a quarter cup of sugar.
There we go. There's a link.
And
John said proceed with kumquats.
proceed with kumquats. Not tonight, I'm not. Okay, let's see. Salt, milk, eggs, cup and a half of flour.
Ralph says, do you get apple varieties over there, such as Granny Smith?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we do. They've got. There's really several varieties. Probably more than I can name.
He used 2 different varieties tonight.
Yeah, 2 different varieties today. Let's get some milk in there. Let's see. How much milk? Come on now. I know it's on the list. There it is. Okay, third of a cup. A third. Third of a cup of milk. A couple of tablespoons of genuine applesauce. Alright. Let's see here. What did it say? 3? 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of applesauce. And we got to put in some of this baking powder, so I better do it. 2 teaspoons of it.
John says, hey Tom and Mrs. Gold Guy, I am currently in Colorado Springs for a family reunion.
Nice.
That should be fun.
Yeah, enjoy yourself while you're there. It's Colorado Springs is a nice place. 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. 1 and 2. Just a little bit more, just because. You ruined it. You've ruined it.
Eli, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Eli, sir. Getting together some fritter batter. Fritter batter. That's just fun to say, fritter batter. Making some apple fritters. Getting stuff put in and ready to go. 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Cinnamon. Here we go. We got cinnamon. Man. The pork. It just smells so good in here right now. 1.5 here. 1.5. Is that everything out? Let me look. I don't want to miss anything. That looks like everything on my list, so I guess I can mix this stuff up now. Make a batter out of it some way. Not so much batters. Yes, I don't want it to be pancake batter, that's for sure. When I had my German friends come visit many years ago, after spending several hours in the local bar, it was time for the baker to start pulling fresh stuff out, and bear claws or apple fritters is what he had out right then. And they were calling it fried chicken. Yeah, ate a whole bunch of them. Okay.
Ralph says, with your cooking, are you quite particular on brands?
On bread?
Brands.
Brands?
Your brands that you use.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a yes and no answer. A lot of the times it depends on the ingredients as to whether Mrs. Olguy can even have it with the potato, because they put it in everything.
Yep.
Potato starch, so we have to watch out for that. But I try to get stuff that if I have to buy canned or something, I try to get it that has the least amount of preservatives and stuff to it. I just prefer it that way. Doesn't always work out that way, but that's my preference. But I'm not a snob about it either. If I don't have the money to get the good stuff, I'll buy the cheap stuff.
Yep.
I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
Do what?
I'm gonna fry a little bit of bacon. I know I'm gonna be crumbling some on, but why not crumble some in as well? So I just happen to have a bag of bacon here.
Eli says, toasty day today, expecting our first triple digit day tomorrow.
Oh, well, it's not going to be that warm here. I don't know if that's any consolation to you. It'll be, I think, like mid-60s?
70s or something.
70
Maybe
degrees,
70.
maybe. A real scorcher. But it's actually, this is why it's the perfect time of year for doing the kind of projects that I'm getting ready to do, so that I can do it before it gets, the heat of summer really does come in, and we do get triple digits here.
Yep.
It's not that we don't, they just don't come till later. Okay. I haven't decided how much bacon I'm putting in yet. This is just like a spur of the moment thing here. We'll see what happens, how quickly this cooks up. What can I say? I like bacon, and what better excuse to use it than any excuse. All right. We'll let that start to cook. Get a drink of water. And I'll use some of that bacon fat to saute up some of the veg that's going into the pulled pork pasta. So. Pulled pork pasta. Doesn't that sound more impressive than barbecued spaghetti? Make that a poll. What's better? I'm just kidding. Where did I put it?
It's what?
Nothing. I'll just reach in here and grab a fork. Do it the hard way. Come here.
Eli wants to know what kind of fritters.
Who?
Eli.
Apple fritters. I used a Honey Crisp and a Granny Smith apple in the batter. And I'm fixing to put some bacon in it too here. Because I can. It's a cool little trick I've started to learn. I do things because I can.
No, I thought you meant that bacon goes in everything.
Huh?
I thought you meant bacon goes in everything. There's a new little...
It does go with it.
Ralph said, just got out of the hospital the other day as I've been getting really dizzy with a bit of chest pain. But they think it's just vertigo.
Who?
Ralph.
Ralph. Oh, that's not good. Have they checked your ears? You're getting dizzy? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And a bit of chest pain.
Wonder if they checked your ears. The fluid in your ears can start to get thicken up and not move as easily and really give you vertigo.
Yep. Hope you're okay and do okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't be getting dizzy and stuff unless I ask you to, Ralph, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to ask you. So just deal with it.
Eli said apple fritters are one of his favorites. He prefers them over donuts.
Over donuts?
Yep. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like both. Yeah. I like both. I don't mind some donuts. But, hey, nothing wrong with a little fritter action nowadays. You know what I mean? Put you an apple in there and we're ready to go to town. Yow! Bacon, bacon. Turn that down just a little bit. Getting there, but the only reason I'm not using my cast iron, I don't think it's big enough to hold all what I need to go in it tonight. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be using bacon for this, or cast iron to cook this bacon in. Works so much better. All right. Oh, you know what, Mrs. Old Guy? I just thought of it. You know, the kind of a cast iron that we got that would have worked. But,
Yeah.
yeah, right there. It's, I'm not. Yes, I'm clearly not thinking things through. All right. How much bacon should I put in, guys? A little bit or a whole bunch? What do you think? What would be your preference? A little bit of bacon in there just to give it that, you know, that little bacon flavor. Or would you go bananas? You just put in a whole bunch of bacon. Old Guy wants to know, what would you do?
Ralph said thanks, and yep, they've checked almost everything. At least our local hospital has free Wi-Fi and TV for every bed. They have me on some tablets that seem to help.
Well, I sure hope so.
And Eli wants to know, do you prefer yeast or cake donuts?
Well, God, Eli, that's such a difficult question because I like them both for different reasons. When it comes to eating a donut, and if it's fresh made that day, I'm going to go for the raised donut pretty much every time. But I really like a cake donut, you know, with coffee and whatnot, but I also think that cake donuts, especially when I make them homemade, keep better. They last, you know, a couple days than raised donuts. Raised donuts, the second day for me just are never anywhere near as good. So.
Yeah, they're not near as good, but they're still okay.
Well, that's where we start to differ. I don't think they're really even okay. I just don't like them second day. At least my fresh ones. You know, store-bought's different. They use different, you know, different types of powdered fats and crap to keep it moist. And I don't do that. So they're good for pretty much that day. I decided that I'm going to put in a little more bacon. Could you tell? I'll get this fried up, and then I will start the dinner. We'll get the pasta made. You know, this particular piece of bacon right here I can hear it calling me. Tom, eat me.
That's why you're cooking extra, so you have snacking bacon. Eli says, I like me a maple bar with some candied bacon on top.
Oh yeah. I love candied bacon. The candy corn bacon that old Pop Soft made was really actually really good. Everything bacon is delicious. Well, okay. Probably not absolutely everything, but close to it. Come on. Bacon.
Eli said the only wrong amount of bacon is no bacon.
That's right. That's right. You can never put on too much bacon. As far as I'm concerned. Unless, of course, you're a restaurant owner and, you know, you don't want your cook putting 30 slices of bacon on every BLT. Well, I wanted to make it look nice. Alright. I guess that will be. I guess that'll be. I'll save some of this bag of bacon. For, like, maybe some for breakfast tomorrow. I might have a bacon and egg sandwich.
Ralph said sorry to cut it short, but I better head off to the event. But has been nice seeing you all as always.
Ralph, thank you for coming and taking the time to drop in. Have a safe day. Enjoy.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Have fun.
Yeah. And we'll see you another time, I'm sure.
And most of all, take care.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Take care of yourself. Alright. This bacon's almost done. Just another few seconds here. I can pull out and we'll start on this other stuff. Getting there. Oh, yeah. Crispy bacon, thank you. I don't like it when I get bacon at restaurants that's like, I don't know how they manage to do it. Half of it's crispy, another half of it's still soft and floppy.
Crazy Food Cruise here. Hello everyone. Les, Tim, and Nate is here.
Crazy! Crazy crew! Hey guys, hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you had a good week. Yes. Wild man, as always, being his wild man self. Alright, I'm gonna get a little bit of that bacon oil out of there. I'll get that pan off for just a minute. We're gonna get down. Oh, nope. It's not what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna make my pasta first.
Good idea.
Good idea. Alright. Let's see.
Ralph said thanks, will do. I'm going to try walking, but Mom kindly picks me up if needed.
Oh, cool. Well, do be safe. Alright, a little bit of salt.
John. Tom and Mrs. Old Guy, would you all eat fried skunk?
That reminds me of a story, John.
Need to pull that pan off of that burn.
Yes, dear.
Thanks.
Okay.
Well, it was smoking really bad.
The two hobos walking down the railroad tracks. They hadn't had anything to eat like 4 or 5 days. They're hungry. And they're walking along the tracks. One of them looks down. He says, oh, look at there. There's a dead skunk. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry, I could eat this here dead skunk. So he picks it up and he starts eating this dead skunk. And he asks his buddy, he says, "You want some of this dead skunk?" He's like, "Oh, no, 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 no. No, thank you. I'll wait till I can get a hot meal." And so this first hobo just ate that dead skunk till his belly was full. And he started walking down the tracks, and he started not feeling so good. "I shouldn't have ate that dead skunk. I ain't feeling so good." And he threw up all over the place, and then second guy looks over and he pats his buddy on the back and says, "There, see, I told you I'd get a warm meal." There's your skunk joke.
Ham and Cheese is here.
Ham and cheese.
Hi, what's up? I'm Tim's daughter from Crazy Food Crew.
Awesome. Well, welcome. welcome. Making some, right now I'm getting some pasta dough together for this pulled pork spaghetti. That's just a fancy way of saying barbecued spaghetti.
Eli says I'm not a huge fan of pancakes, but I've been covering cooked bacon strips in bacon batter or in pancake batter, and making a little pancake bacon strips.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Bacon sticks.
That sounds good, as long as your bacon to pancake ratio is good. You know, you don't want a ton of pancake for your, for your bacon.
John says, "Tommy, you and Mrs. Old Guy are so awesome."
Yeah. I don't know how awesome I am, but
And Ham and Cheese said her name is Mackenzie.
Oh, Mackenzie, very nice to meet you. Thank you for hanging out and joining in.
Yes.
And you said Wild Man is watching, yes?
Yes.
Wild Man, I do got the part in that other script that I'm writing and that I told you about. That hasn't gone away. It's just kind of got put on the back burner for right now, only because it's not the type of script that I've ever tried to write before. So I'm got some pretty big stumbling blocks I've got to work my way through before I can start finishing it up. But I wanted to let you know that I haven't forgot about it, and that it's not that the project isn't going to happen, it's just on a delay. So, okay, here we go. That looks pretty good. We'll get this out of the way. I'll set it in this thing rather than tossing it in there and making a loud noise. Work this up. Work this a little bit here. Wrap it up. Let it do its resty thing. Whoa, that would be bad. Knock our fritter batter all over the floor.
Yeah, it would.
I might accidentally swear. Okay, that looks good. We got one. All right. Woohoo! Just gonna knock this off a little bit. Knock it off.
Yeah, knock it off.
All right.
And John says, Ham and Cheese is a very interesting name. It just makes me hungry again.
No kidding. Ham and cheese is one of my favorite sandwiches. I mean, my absolute favorite is and always will be French dip, but nothing wrong with it. If I get a ham and cheese, I prefer it grilled. Grilled ham and cheese. That's all I can say.
and cheese is just about one of my favorite ones.
Say what?
Ham and cheese sandwiches are just about one of my favorites.
Yeah, she gets those a lot.
Yep.
When we would go to Arby's, she used to get their ham and Swiss all the time, but they quit selling them.
Yep.
So.
Unfortunate.
Yep. Yeah, just like a lot of other things. All right. Unfortunate. Let's get some peppers and onions rocking here. I'm only gonna use about half of that. I don't want to make a humongous batch of this stuff, so just give a quick rough little chop cut here.
Wild Man says, it's all good, Tom. When the time is right, we will get it going. We will
Awesome.
get it going.
Awesome. Well, I just wanted to let you know that you didn't maybe think I forgot about you or whatever.
John said ham and cheese bacon.
That would be good. I could go for that. Okay, let's get this onion quick slicey dicey.
They're real big bagel thing, but they're okay.
Bagels?
Yeah.
I didn't hear. What about a bagel?
John said ham and cheese bagel.
Oh, ham and cheese bagels. Huh. Yeah, bagels are okay. I've never really had a lot of sandwiches made from bagels, but it's okay. Woohoo! Got that going. Grab a clove of garlic. I think I got one over here.
What do leprechauns like barbecue?
Say what?
What do leprechauns like barbecue?
What do they like barbecue?
Short ribs.
Short ribs.
That was from Eli.
Short ribs.
Mackenzie said her dad loves ham and cheese with ketchup and mayonnaise.
My ham and cheese, I prefer, if I'm going to use a mayonnaise stuff, I'll use like a Miracle Whip stuff or my own mayo, which is pretty much the same thing as like a Miracle Whip. I don't like plain mayonnaise. But, yeah.
She says it's gross.
Mustard is my choice. Mustard and a Miracle Whip or mayo. Although never mayo, I don't like mayonnaise.
John said ham and cheese flavored ice cream.
I don't know. It probably wouldn't be great, but it probably wouldn't be horrible either. I mean, Van Leeuwen's had that mustard ice cream, right? The Dijon mustard. They had the pizza ice cream.
Mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese ice cream. So,
Those Band-Aids are very good.
what's that?
Those are very good Band-Aids.
No, they're not. They fall off too easy. Crappy adhesive. Are you serious?
Mm.
These are the worst Band-Aids I've ever
They are. We'll get one. Throw one.
You want those to soften up a little bit more than they are. And I'll start adding in the rest of the junk. See, the rest of the stuff.
Lisa says she loves bagels with cream cheese and bacon.
Oh, that would Bagels are okay. It's not that I don't like bagels. They're not something I'm used to really. Yeah. I want this out. Let this kind of sit out and start to breathe a little. I'll do a reveal here in a minute. Put that on the smoker this morning at like 7:30, I think.
Yeah. And said ham and cheese omelets and ham and cheese hot pockets are good.
Oh yeah. Love ham and cheese omelets. Yes, yes, yes. Big thumbs up and yes to the ham and cheese omelet.
Because he said, Dad, you always hungry.
All right. Just about ready to start adding the rest of this stuff here. Let's get some garlic. You going in now? We're gonna add, I don't know, third cup or so of my barbecue sauce. This is my barbecue sauce. And we're just gonna start putting in this stuff. If you want me to tell you what I'm putting in, just tell Mrs. Old Guy. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go for it. I'll tell you what I'm putting in. Cayenne. Got some paprika.
Eli said he had a burrito taco, or a burrito omelet the other day. He really liked it.
Oh, I bet that was good. Okay, teaspoon here.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that you just put in?
Paprika. Let me get some more liquid going in here before it dries out on me. One of the few times I put in canned stuff, but so tomato sauce, minus the extra iron,
Yeah.
and just a half a can of these diced tomatoes.
Wild Man wants to know what flavor the barbecue was.
You tried my barbecue sauce. I sent you guys a jar, so that's
I think so.
the flavor. I don't know how to how to
Is it
say
a
it.
pit one, or is it a honey one, or is it a... I think
It's-
it's what he's asking.
Well, my barbecue sauce, I guess, is kind of a tangy, a little bit sweet, but not really. It's like super sweet. A little bit of brown sugar. Let me continue on here.
John says, would you eat live maggots?
Garlic. Probably not, John. I'm not Val. I am not that experimental when it comes to eating food.
I wouldn't either. That's nasty.
So onion, a little bit more garlic. Got some oregano leaf, some basil leaf. Throw that in there. What else have I got here? I've got some little bit of cumin. Yeah. A little bit of cumin. And I was gonna grind some peppercorns, but I don't feel like reaching down my mortar right now, so I'll just use some ground black pepper. Okay. Good enough. That sauce, I'm just gonna shut that off. I'll give it a little bit of a swizzle here.
Ham and Cheese says, if you had the choice, would you eat a dead rat with hot sauce on it, or eat 5 hamburgers and cannot use the restroom for 5 hours?
That just sounds like a trap. I don't think there's any right answer to that.
Eli said the blueberry ghost pepper barbecue sauce was delicious.
I'm glad you liked it, Eli. Glad you liked it. One of these days, if I get down to your neck of the woods this summer, I'll bring a jar of my regular barbecue sauce for you. Let's see what else we're getting out of the way. Let's get this half a pepper just kind of set over here. Okay. It's almost time to start making these here fritters. I'm going to crumble up some of this bacon. Yeah, let's go about. Where do I get it? Arguing with myself. If I leave a little bit out, I can munch it. That's what I'm thinking. Let's put some in the batter, shall we?
And Tim asked, where do you kids get this from? LOL.
Get what from?
What she said, what she asked. And she says, from you. I get it from you, Dad.
Truth hurts, don't it, Tip? All right. There's a good amount of bacon in there. It smells absolutely amazing.
Tim said they had some zesty peach barbecue sauce. It was really good.
Yeah. I think did you do a video with that? Seems like I saw a video with that. I may have watched it and forgot to comment. I do that sometimes. All right. So it says to put this in a quarter cup at a time. We'll see about that.
John said jalapeno and apple fritters.
Yeah, jalapeno bacon, apple fritters.
Yep.
You can just, man, you can take that a mile. All right, here we go. So far, so good. They're not sinking.
Yay.
Now we just hope that the inside cooks properly, huh? Not sure how many of these I want to go for at a time. Guess we'll see how that does. Okay. I'll let those go for now. Let me get my little scoopy thing.
Mackenzie wants to know what's y'all's favorite scary movie. Hers is Scream.
Scary movie, boy. Well, that's, I hate to say, that's kind of a difficult question to answer just because when I I look at movies a lot differently now than I used to, but I can tell you, I can give you a movie or two that did scare me when I was young, but you know, they probably wouldn't scare me now. But Jaws was one of them, and the other one that really wasn't a horror story, but kind of was Deliverance. Tim probably remembers Deliverance or Wild Man anyway. So, I don't know. That probably doesn't really answer your question. But
Eli said his plants are coming, or his Reaper plants are coming in nicely. Can't wait till they're big enough to put in the ground.
Well, very good. It is that time of season, isn't it? It is, it is. All right, these are floating. They're getting nice and big and puffy, so my hopes is that they're cooking all the way through and not soaking all the way through. These look amazing. Man, I'm telling you what, that really smells good. And this is the time I should be hitting them with powdered sugar, but I'm not going to hit them with powdered sugar because I'm going to make a glaze. And when I make the glaze, I'll sprinkle a little more bacon onto the top of them.
They're not flattening out as like a lot of them do, but
No, it's closer to a hush puppy more than it is a fritter is meant to be kind of round like that.
okay.
I think they look absolutely perfect.
Mackenzie says, I can tell you a scary story that actually happened once when I was like 7.
Sure, go ahead.
Lisa
If you want.
Jaws was the #1 movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Eli said the original, it really scared him as a kid.
There was other movies that scared me, but I don't think they would be movies that you would know. So I think kind of pointless to mention them.
Greg Wells is here. Good morning, Good morning, folks, all the way from Australia.
Oh, Mr. Wells, good morning to you, sir. Or good evening, as it were. Making apple fritters. Dessert.
They look really good.
Oh, it smells just fantastic. And here in a couple of minutes. Here, I think I got a smaller piece. Oh, right there I could break off. Mm. Try that little taste. Tell me that isn't going to be good.
Yum.
All right. These are looking very, very nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Can't wait to bite into a whole one and see how well these apples are cooked through. I don't want them totally like cooked through soft, mushy, but I don't want them as crisp as they were. So I'm hoping to get that happy medium.
Mackenzie said when I was like 7, me, and I think both of my cousins were with me and my brother, and then my cousin Savannah's sister was with us, and we were walking on a bridge, and then we got kind of far, and there was this guy. He chased us, and he said, "Hey," and I think he had a knife, and he was running.
Yeah. That's scary. Yep. You see somebody starting to run after you with the knife. Yeah, that's.
Yep, that's definitely scary.
You see just how quick you can really run.
Grace told Eli he's driving a DeLorean.
Are you going 88 miles an hour?
And Eli said, Greg always got to have a spare flux
capacitor.
Yes, in the glove box. is running faster than Sonic.
Yep. Yep. When you got that fear behind you, there's a lot of strength in fear.
You can probably hear Chumley snoring. Greg said, oh, the scariest movies has to be the original Alien. My mom took myself and my twin sister to watch it in the movies. The OG Alien, oh my god.
Yeah.
Gregor, for the young kids, was for the first time, doesn't mix well.
I have to admit that I can agree with you on that. I went to go see it in the theater. I wasn't a kid. I was in my early 20s, but when that alien ripped out through his chest, believe me, I jumped.
Mackenzie, he's snoring. It's our big dog. She says, who is growling? He's a sleeping boy.
That is. Cool. Worked out really nice.
Yeah, looks like good.
Yeah. That pretty well wraps up the batch. Oh, let me see if I can get one more. I doubt it, but let me see.
Greg says, oh yeah, but even the setting as they are exploring around.
What's that?
One of the scariest movies.
Ah, yeah.
Alien.
Ah, yes. Okay. Not for a little one. There we go.
Greg says, woohoo, I can hear a cow mooing. And mooing loud he does.
He moves as loud. Never mind. Not going to say it. Okay. We'll let these cook up. And then I'll roll out the pasta and finish putting this together.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that my pork has cooked as tender as I hope it should be. Gonna find out. Gonna find out. In fact, now that it's had a chance to cool for a minute, a little bit, it's still pretty hot.
Greg says, moves louder than my pug. I'm sure he does. He's about 10 times bigger than your pug. Mackenzie said her dog is mean. He likes to growl when he's sleepy or eating his food.
That's funny. Okay. That pork looks good. We'll see if it wants to.
Greg says, so what delectables are we showing off with today?
Well, the meat that you see, can they see that?
Yep.
Okay, that is a pork shoulder that spent roughly 6 hours in my smoker, and then I to make sure that it was going to be done in time, I just tossed it in the oven and finished it off on low and slow in the oven. I've got a pan full of juice, and that's a good thing. So that means that it didn't get dried out on me. which is a nightmare, right? Last one. All right. Fritters are done. Slide this back. Turn this off. Guess I should fish a couple of these guys out. Just some little hangers there. Okay. Good enough. What do I want to do with this?
Greg's drooling.
I'm a sniffing. I'm just going to give this a try here and see. Oh, he's just can't.
Greg said, and the fritters?
And the fritters are apple. I don't know.
Yep, that's what he wanted to know.
Okay.
What kind they are.
Apple fritters. Wow.
Mackenzie says, my dad is funny. Yesterday he was like, we're not getting takeout, so we went shopping yesterday. And then when I woke up today, my mom told me my dad wanted McDonald's, so I was like, I knew it.
Yep. Try a bite of that pork. That's just about as tender as you're going to ever get it.
Lisa says it all looks good, Tom.
Thank you. See those fritters? Let me get a little closer on that.
That is one.
Is that a good? Can they see that? Okay. Those apple fritters look amazing, and they smell. Oh boy, they smell good.
Greg says, OMG, pork. That's really good.
Yeah, that pork is super, super tender. All right, what am I doing now?
Making dinner.
Smart Alec.
Greg said he wishes he was here.
We should do too, man, because that would mean I'd have the opportunity to meet you. I think that would be fun.
John says that looks delicious.
Thank you.
Well, I said the Suns are in Denver tonight. Should be a great playoff series. He's excited.
Yeah, my brother-in-law was, I think he was, or is still a huge Avalanche
Oh yeah,
fan.
he is.
It was kind of funny.
Labs.
A few years ago, well, it's been more than a few, but he had never had the opportunity to go to an Avalanche game. And it was playoffs. His birthday, right? I don't know if it was playoffs or not, but it was definitely his birthday.
In a game, I think is
Yeah.
all it was. But
Yeah, I just don't remember if I don't think it was his birthday was during the playoffs, but he got to go see a game for the first time. He was super excited, and he got so drunk and unruly that they kicked him out. He didn't get to see the game.
John said eat several for him. Are those fritters?
I'm going to eat at least two of them. All right. Switch this over here. Let's get some water going. Let's turn it to seawater, shall we?
Greg says cheeky old lady in Colorado
Cheeky.
and good lady at Steve Russell. Yo.
Steve Russell. Good evening. Dinner's getting ready. We are not too far from eating it either. We made some apple fritters, and they are sitting and waiting to be chowed. Getting ready to make this here pasta for the pulled pork pasta dinner.
Greg says, a young lady in Colorado? Oh gosh. Eli said Nuggets and Suns fans are a fun rivalry.
Are they? I don't know. I haven't followed really sports of any kind for quite a while. I know that the Avs are in the playoffs, but that's all I know.
There's a piece of apple fritter or something laying right there. I just don't want it in the pasta. You see it
Right here?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You wouldn't have killed it, believe me. All right.
Lisa's gotta go. See you next week.
Well, Lisa, thank you for coming in. Be safe. Have a good week. Crank it, crank it.
Eli says, like OG versus Al Davis, LOL.
Yeah, I told you my Al Davis thing, so. Never did like Al Davis.
Tim said his Cleveland Cavs got their butts kicked.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. And let's run that through this way.
Greg says, now Tom, you have been very busy lately. Have you been on some live broadcasts?
No, just this one. Now if you're talking about the shorts that I've been doing, they are just some video that I took from our Zoom rehearsals for the radio play coming up. And, man, it is such a good time. I work with such good people on this. They're so willing to help out and do this, and they little to no reward for them, other than the satisfaction of doing it, I suppose.
Mackenzie says, do you guys know what Fortnite is?
Fortnite, yes.
What Fortnite is. I play it, and I'm very good at it.
Oh,
I'm better than my friends. It must be a game.
Yeah, no. I do not know what that is. Other than you just telling me right now that it's a game. I thought you were asking what a fourth night is.
Greg said, yeah, that's it.
What is it?
What you were telling him about the Georgia country. Eli told Tim, that it shocks him about the Cavs. They're usually a good team.
And I don't know nothing about it, so.
We don't watch much sports.
First of all, we don't really get TV, so. I have a TV and we watch it, but we watch like Netflix and YouTube and other stuff. We don't have television. Come out of there. Woohoo! Okay.
Mackenzie said Fortnite is a game on PS5, PS4, Xbox Mobile, and PC that it has a building and shooting that you can play with friends, and it's fun.
Oh, okay. Right on. Yeah, I haven't played any kind of PlayStation or anything like that in quite a while.
Greg says, I haven't seen Val in ages. He's got me onto your stream.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you've kind of adopted old guy as part of your Sunday routine, and I do appreciate that a whole bunch. All right, let's cut this. Let's cut this into some angel hair. 'Cause I'm hungry and I'm about ready to put this stuff together here.
Eli says he hasn't watched actual TV in over 3 years. He even gave away his TV.
Yep. Yeah, we have watched. I mean, we do, like I said, we have a set TV. It's been 10 years.
Yep, we don't have cable and haven't had.
There's no reception up here in the mountains, so if I tried plugging it into an antenna, it would just get snow.
Greg said it makes his weekend, and thank you.
Well, thank you, buddy. I do appreciate it very much. Let's go here.
Mackenzie said she got a PS5 for her birthday, and she had an Xbox, and it broke down because her Xbox is old. Rest in peace, my Xbox.
Or, yeah. Buried in the backyard with this in a small, shallow, unmarked grave.
That's a good birthday present, a PS5.
Oh yeah. Darn good present.
Yep.
Let's get this out of my way. Got a lot of things in my way. Water's not boiling, that's okay. So.
Greg says that he hasn't watched TV in ages, kind of forced to at work. Weird, huh?
Yeah, that sounds kind of weird. Look at that. I mean, that is just.
Eli says I have a laptop for streaming and a projector. That's all you need.
I've always wanted to get one of those backyard movie screen projector things. Watch movies outside. Get eaten by mosquitoes.
John says he's going ghost hunting in a little while.
Are you? Sounds like fun. Where are you going ghost hunting this time?
Mackenzie says it's okay though, because PS5 is better than Xbox.
Is it? Yeah, I always liked PlayStation, I guess. More than I liked Xbox.
That was delicious. It melted in your mouth.
Yeah, you can almost spread that like butter. Okay, so the pork is shredded. Add that in to the sauce. Get that mixed in. I think I might add a little bit of water, just so it's not quite so stiff.
Greg asked John who you gonna call.
Actually, I think I'm going to add a little bit of this flavor juice right there. Okay.
Steve said you can buy a projector that operates off of a power bank and is Bluetooth enabled.
Cool. Yeah, they got all kinds of new stuff nowadays. All right. Water's boiling.
John said the investigation is going to take place at his brother's old home here in Colorado Springs.
Right on.
And Tim said the swim park we go to has a movie screen outside, and he puts on Jaws to watch while you're in the lake swimming. Scary.
Yeah, Arthur has been getting some support for our local community movie theater by showing some public domain movies. So that, I mean, you can. That means you can do whatever you want to with it. it's a lot of fun. Tonight, they're watching a movie that isn't necessarily. Whoa! That isn't. Yeah, come on.
Oh! Is it on a hot burger? No?
No. It just. Oh. Okay.
Mackenzie said that her brother isn't asleep, so or her brother is asleep, so he isn't watching.
Okay. Let's get
He
this
stayed
up
up
there.
all night, probably playing his game on PS5.
I made a mess on the stove.
Yeah, you did.
Doggone it.
Shame on you.
Usually pasta doesn't get away from me like that, but sure did this time. Alright. Kabang! This pasta's just about done. We are ready to eat. I don't. Okay. I'm gonna drain the water. We're gonna serve up some pasta.
Sounds like a plan.
Woohoo!
Greg says he dares anyone to call that number.
Call what number?
I don't know, maybe Ghostbusters?
Oh. Who are you gonna call? Okay. That can be shut off. It's shut off. Youch. Now that's hot.
Mackenzie said her friend got mad because the girls in her school like him
Uh-oh.
as a crush, and he wants to be single. Greg says, "Damn, Tom, you're on a mission tonight."
I am on a mission. I'm not messing around, that's for sure. No, that's not what I want to do with this. I want to put it in here. Put that pasta in some cold water so it'll cool down and not just make one big clump. Clump! Howdy, cousin clump. Okay. Throw a little bit of that on there for you.
That looks good.
It does. It smells amazing. Okay. Let's show the folks at home, shall we? See that okay?
Pretty well.
Let's see if I can fix that and make it see it better. Oh, this thing, why does it do that?
That kind of helped. Can you tip it a little more? There you go.
Pulled pork pasta. See that okay?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Ah, you're welcome. Okay.
John says that his birthday will be coming up on June 4th. He will be 44.
Oh, happy birthday coming up. If I don't, I imagine I'll see it before June, but, well, I would imagine you'd be back here anyway, but if not, happy birthday, and I happen to miss it or something ridiculous. in trouble.
Greg says, yum. Sigh, so hungry.
I'm in trouble. Mrs. Olga hasn't said anything yet. She's taken a bite.
It's delicious.
Okay. By Jove, I think he's got it. Yeah, that's really good. Twirl the pasta.
John wants you to take a bite for him.
All right. John, this bite of pulled pork and a little piece of pasta on there is your bite, buddy. And it was delicious. Super. Phew. Yeah, that's some good sauce on there.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. Different than you thought you would think, but
Mm-hmm.
it's good.
It is. It's really good. Kind of reminds me of, with the onions and peppers in it, it sort of reminds me of goulash. But the flavor of the pulled pork and the barbecue sauce. Just kind of takes you away. Oh, that's good.
Greg says, where's mine? Farmy?
I got this nice big hunk of pork right here. Or if you want to, if you get there in time, I can, throw some of this on some pasta for you. Mm.
Mackenzie said something, but I don't want to really say it on the stream right now because we're eating, but
Okay.
Tim told him, Mackenzie, that's enough. Tom, I need help, brother. Steve says, least favorite food group.
I don't think I have a least favorite food group. I like all my food groups. There's just some things in each one that I don't like.
Greg says, drool, oh my God, I have to eat something.
This is really good.
We like trying something new, and this is definitely new.
Mm-hmm. Never had pulled pork pasta. I have lots and lots of pulled pork sandwiches and pulled pork plates, but never pulled pork pasta. Well, Johnny, if you're able to, if you're listening or happen to catch the stream on the replay, thank you for the excellent suggestion, because this is a very tasty dinner. And I've got some friends. One friend's going to enjoy some of this pasta dinner, and some other friends are going to enjoy some pulled pork sandwiches. So it was
great idea from start to finish. So, speaking of which, I'll have to pull the tab for coming up.
Yep. Greg says, chasing Moby around with an apple in my hand. Moby should fit in the oven. Poor Moby.
They're kind of gristly anyway. What is coming up next week, by the way? I don't remember.
Food?
Oh, I can guess it was food.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Oh, that's right, Travis. He got pulled pretty close together.
Yep.
So Travis is coming up next week with fried chicken. And like I said, Johnny Small Pepper requested this one tonight. And I really like doing the ones that I've never done. So.
I'm
Hats
not
off
sure.
to John.
Scott might have requested the apple fritters. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember for sure. But they won today or this week. Mix them
Greg
up.
says, just need him to hold the apple in his mouth and stop moving. I would never, but if I died, he would be okay for a month eating me.
All right, pulled one out. And what have we got? Okay, I'm actually going to put it back just because it's Travis again. I don't know why. There seemed to
You
be,
just kind of put your hand in there and
yeah, swirl them around a little. Huh? That was very strange because these all got put in just at random times.
Yep.
Come on.
Mackenzie says, I'm gonna head out. Gotta see you in the next live stream. Have a good night.
Thank you for coming in tonight, Mackenzie. Have a safe week. Have a happy week. And I'll see you next Saturday. Okay. Yum. I'm going to enjoy making this one. This is a request from Stanley. Chicken cordon bleu. Yummy. So, cordon bleu. It's good for you. And I'll figure out a nice, lovely sauce to go with that.
Greg says, I will love you guys.
So immediately after stream tonight, running food to a couple different places. Then a quick jet to town to finish, to get down the final half, the last half of the Ghostbusters movie.
Should be fun.
Mm-hmm. Free movie.
I put a link to Arthur's channel, Disposable Cinema, in there.
Yep.
Check it out.
Yep. Absolutely. If you have not, please do.
Gotta save room here.
That I'd have to safely say for a pasta dish that's new to me, that's a real home run. That's a 9 out of 10 right there. I really like that one. That's really good. Guess I should make some
Eli says, what did I miss? I'm switching between the stream and the game.
Didn't miss much. I just
And then Greg says, ooh, the latest one?
enjoyed this dinner.
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
God dang, it was good.
Wow, it is delicious.
Super doopy. All right. Get some of this stuff put out of my way here. And use Mrs. Old Guy's fancy soup bowl. I'm gonna make some a glaze for these apple fritters. Whoa.
Greg told Eli, we just saw a ghost and busted it. And he told Eli, we heard one and it sounded like a cow. Emmanuel's here.
Emmanuel, good evening, sir. We just finished a delicious bowl of pulled pork pasta, and it was just amazing.
Delicious.
It was really good. And I made some apple fritters. And I'm fixing to make a little bit of glaze here to go on top of them. Crumbled in a little bit of bacon too. Yeah. There's bacon in the fritter batter. Fritter batter. That almost sounds like, you know, something that's wrong with you. I've got a bad case of fritter batter.
Eli says, how would fritters all of them be?
Fritters a la mode would be great.
I bet it would.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What would you do? Put too much milk.
What do you think? I guess I put in too much milk. For heaven's sakes. Dump in a bunch more here. Because I put in like way too much milk. I got carried away with the last little pour.
Greg said those fritters were just a little ghost fried up, better than spirit storage.
I think that might be okay now. Woo! I'm just sweating my head off here.
Yep, time to pull storm windows so that we can open the windows.
Yep. Whew. All right. Now maybe I can see what I'm doing.
Is the oven on?
It is. No. It is now.
That might help.
Okay. Just dump in some more. Won't hurt. Okay. That's looking a little better.
Greg says, when I get an unknown phone call, my catchphrase is... You know, I said I just walked outside and it felt like it felt like I just opened an oven.
Yeah.
Greg says that, Margaruba Morgue? You kill them, we chill them.
That's right. That's right. You stab them, we'll slab them. We'll bury anybody for only $29.95. Okay. Bacon in the, as promised. Break it, breaking. They've got your bacon. Bacon. Put some of these in a pan for my neighbor. Okay. I'll send him with a half a dozen.
You know, I told Greg sometimes he answers, "Thank you for calling Domino's Pizza." Greg says, "Wow, legend, Tom."
So, I remember one time, very busy at my restaurant, my pizza place. Whoever was on the end of the phone, I answered, Wong Fong Chinese, what was it? Oh, Wong Fong got him, we got busy, you call back, we got no time, chop chop, and I hung up the phone. About 20 seconds later, the phone rings again, and I just picked it up, Dano's Pizza. And the guy goes, wow, that was really weird. I got some Chinese place.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was very funny. Okay, there's some of those for our neighbors. I guess I'll get one for you, Mrs. Old Guy.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Suppose. Because I don't want you yelling at me. Apple fritter. Some bacon glaze on there. Rough and rustic. Let's let the guys take a look at that beautiful golden brown. Yeah, is that gorgeous or what?
It is. Greg says, when I worked in advertising, I would call through the office reception to the last out new employee.
Okay, here's my fork. My turn. My turn. Hopefully there's a cooked all the way through.
No.
Bit of bacon in there. Aha. All right.
He said I would muffle my voice and say, "It's our Lion calling on behalf of Tarzango Zoo." Hilarious stuff, he says.
Wow, those are cooked through great. It's almost like a cake.
Mm-hmm. Those are really good.
Oh man. Those apples are they are as I hoped they would be. Cooked, but not so cooked that they're mushy. They got just a little bit of firmness left to them. Oh. Holy mackerel.
Then you get a bite of that bacon.
Yeah, that's really good.
Apple fritter. That inside is just absolutely perfectly cooked. This is delicious. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of overwhelmed. They turned out really, really tasty. Well, we got things wrapped up in a timely manner this week, which is nice.
Steve says, you looking for asparagus this year?
It is that time. We might, if I remember. You know, in between all my projects, I'll be lucky if I remember to, but I would like to.
Eli says, have you tried the double down yet? And Scott just came in.
Hi, Scott. Did you request the apple fritters, Scott?
He said he just got done with training. How was dinner tonight?
Dinner was absolutely delicious. Delicious pulled pork and this fritter. Man. That was, That was a great dessert to follow up that dinner.
Yeah, it was.
That was really, really good. Amazing.
Scott said, yeah, I voted for the fritters. How were they? I love them.
Oh, we're just finishing them up, buddy. Absolutely delicious.
Did you request them was the question.
Oh, yes. Did you request them?
Yeah.
When we wrote down a separate list of desserts that had been requested, I didn't think to write down next to it who requested what, so that's why I'm asking. Yeah, 2 different kinds of apples in that, Scott, just so you know.
Great. So Scott, Tom has been speechless, just chewing and making old man grunts.
That's about all I ever do nowadays is just make some old man grunts. Holy crap, that is delicious. Wow.
Yeah, the dinner was really good. The dessert was really good.
It was. And I've got to, you know, I don't mind if I get done a couple minutes early. I've got some stuff I want to get done tonight. So I am going to go ahead and say goodnight. I'll give you that chance as always. If you got a food request or last comment or question or something, go ahead. Now's a good time. Other than that, I'm going to start saying my goodbyes. As always, I appreciate every single person, excuse me, that comes in and watches Old Guy, especially on a Saturday night. I mean, the weather's turning nice, and I fully expect to see this, you know, maybe that number of folks that drop by kind of drop down a little bit, and that's perfectly understandable. I mean, if I had something better to do on a Saturday night than sit here and watch me, I would. But that said, this is the highlight of my week. I always look forward to it, especially these dinners that are different or something that I've never had before. I really appreciate the input, and thank you really very much for the support and you know, and the you know, sense of community that I get from you guys. So I really appreciate that. I am going to go ahead and sign off unless anybody made any comments or anything.
Not really. Scott says sounds like they were amazing. John requested chicken and dumpling enchiladas. Stanley Furrow just logged on.
Stanley?
Good evening. Can't wait to watch next weekend.
Well, hey, Stanley, I want to tell you right now, since you're here, that we pulled your request for
Chicken cordon bleu.
chicken cordon bleu. Sorry, you popped in at the perfect time because we're just getting ready to sign off, but you're here in time to you know be thus notified that week after next, a week from next Saturday, 2 weeks from today, your chicken cordon bleu is going to be on the menu. So I'm looking forward to that. I absolutely love cordon bleu. So.
Everybody's saying goodbye. Greg says, take care, chat. Good people in Colorado, especially the young lady. You're punching well over your weight, good man. Much love. Moo.
Moo. Thank you, folks. Y'all have a good week. I'll see you next time around. Bye.